Have you ever been disappointed in Jesus? Have you claimed a promise? Have you read? Have you prayed? Have you stood by the bedside of someone who's on their deathbed? Have you read the promises, but in the end seen them pass? Have you ever had to defend God? Have you ever had to say, well, maybe it wasn't His will. Well, all things work together for good. Have you ever said that, but in your heart you were seething because you said, I trusted, I depended. Where were you, Jesus? But even now, she says, I know that if you ask God, God will give you. He says, I am the resurrection and the life. Because I, the resurrection, am present. And because I am present, people will get up one day. You see, Jesus has always been the great I am. When you're hungry, I am the bread of life. When you're thirsty, I am living waters. When you can't find your way, I am the way. When you're depressed, I am the joy. When you need anything, He is the great I am. Every promise of God is yes. Every promise of God will come to pass in time. That's the thing even today. Time and believing that God will do what He says. Oh, don't you tell me that my God is not able. Don't you tell me that my God will not do exceedingly and abundantly. Because I know for myself that the great I am, when He is there, something happens. God is not slack concerning His promises. God doesn't say things and not perform them. Every promise of God is yes and amen. Every promise will be fulfilled in time. But God is faithful. We serve a God who says, I will never, ever leave you or forsake you. Now more than ever, we need to put our hope and confidence in Him because the worlds are watching. He says, if you believe in me, though you die, you will live. Be faithful. Know that He has promised, I will never, under any circumstance, at any time, I will never leave you